Good morning, Grandmaster Hafner here. You know, it's really tough to be a parent. You've got to manage 1,000 interactions with your young kids each day, and everything counts. And you're dealing with these entities, these precious containers that are like sponges soaking up everything that happens. And they're learning all kinds of stuff, even when you're not trying to teach them anything. Maybe you heard me say it before, you can't not teach. Everything you do teaches something. It might not be what you intended to teach, and at times it might be the opposite of what you hope to teach, but your kids are learning all the time. I was in an appointment the other day, and I've got a lady and her son who's about 4 years old. And we go into the office, and she tells him which chair to sit on. And he sits on a different chair. And she says, "Son, I told you to sit in this chair." And he just pretends like he doesn't hear her, and she just gives up. She just says, "Okay, we'll just sit there then." And that moment passes. And it's like I can see every fight that this mother and son are going to have for the next 20 years. I can see all of the rebellion, all of the mouthing off, all of the negative behavior. And this mom is going to wonder why it happened. But the truth is, she taught her son to disobey. She taught him that she doesn't mean what she says. She taught him that when she gives instruction, when she gives a directive, that it's up to him whether or not he's going to obey this. And he's 4 years old. If you did this once, if that was the only time that mother ever did this, and it was embedded in a million other interactions where she did follow through on what she said, you can probably get away with that. But the truth is, this mom's doing that all the time. Meanwhile, this precious boy who is requiring so much guidance, so much instruction, he needs to understand that it's a stable world where you can count on your parents, where you can count on them to do what they say, where you can believe the things that they say. He's learning all the wrong things. And I know it's just a tiny thing, and maybe it would seem like I'm being picky, but you know that I'm not. And you know that there are families where the kids are rebellious and sarcastic, and they pout and they sulk, and you wonder why it happened, but it was learned in interactions just like this. If you tell your kids to do something, when they are young, you have to make sure that they do it. And if you can master that, it's a little hard, but it's not nearly as hard as failing at this important assignment.